In Puerto Rico, resident commissioner candidate for the PPD in the 2024 elections was appointed Assistant Secretary for Federal and International Affairs of the popular Democratic Party. Francis Felix interviewed him to know more about the important issues he'll be focusing on as secretary.
The lawyer Pablo José Hernandez was appointed Assistant Secretary of Federal and International Affairs of the PPD. But what are the important issues or the priorities that need to be attended immediately, and how he intends to accomplish these goals? We interviewed him, and these are some of the answers he gave us. The politics are not new for Pablo José Hernandez. He is the grandson of former governor of Puerto Rico, Rafael Hernandez. But as he said, he wants people to ignore his last name and focus on his previous experience in Washington. He was appointed by the president of the Popular Democratic Party to be in charge of the federal affairs.
Well, I'm looking forward to strengthening relationships with the U.S. Democratic Party, but also to build relationships with international political parties that are aligned with the Populares philosophy as well as its autonomous creed.
According to Hernandez, one of the campaign promises of the new party president, Jesus Manuel Ortiz, was to appoint him for this position.
Important for us to fill this position and fill the gaps in the PDP's presence in Washington, because the PDP had abandoned, not fully, but in a big amount, its presence in Washington during the past few years.
The Secretary of International and Federal Affairs position was vacant for 7 years. According to the lawyer, there has been a detachment from Washington due to the absence of a PPD figure.
And you can see that reflected in the fact that in 7 of the last 8 elections, Puerto Ricans have not elected a popular for resident commissioner. And I think that you've seen that detachment from Washington happen as a result of that absence in Washington.
We asked him about his priorities and the issues that directly affect the citizens.
Our top priority is to prevent the approval of the passage of the status bill that excludes the option of maintaining and strengthening the current Commonwealth option. But we also want to strengthen the relationship with the Democratic Party, and we want to build relationships with international political parties that are aligned with the PDP's values.
Hernandez has already met with leaders of the Democratic minority to discuss possible budget cuts that could affect beneficiaries of the Social Security, PAN, Medicare, and the health card in the island.
On the real priorities of the people of Puerto Rico, which include their economic development and economic well-being. Within the pillar of economic well-being, you have the parity in programs such as Medicaid and Medicare, and programs such as SSI. I believe that we have to fight for those programs. We should give those programs to the people of Puerto Rico who need them the most. I've also met with some Republicans, and we look forward to meeting with more. We will also start having events in cities in the U.S. so that we can organize the Populares abroad and help mobilize them as we advance our causes with members of Congress.
Hernandez is one of the new faces of the PPD that comes to rejuvenate the party ideas by going back to its roots and reconnecting with Washington, as he explained. He's already doing so by running for resident commissioner on the 2024 elections. Reporting from Old San Juan, Puerto Rico, Francis Felix for One Caribbean News.